Hilfiger, nigga. Boss Hog in the building, PKA King Crab, PKA Clout Daddy, PKA the Hip Hop Highlander, PKA Star, shining bright for all to see. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Yes, this is the Star Report. I'm your main nigga on the trigger. And pardon self, I couldn't do a show yesterday. As you know, I'm moving from Georgia back to New Jersey, and I was just exhausted. And here I am today because we got to get to the nonsense. DJ Benji, we used to call him that back in the days, PKA Rashawn Casey, a.k.a. DJ Envy, and Ricky Rose going at it, huh? You already know I'm with the nonsense. Troll babies, good afternoon. You know I wouldn't let you down. Okay? All right, and I have a few subtopics as well. Deeds is back on the set, okay? She didn't have a car accident, but she's now able to see out of one eye. So a little bit later, I want you to send her a donation. We'll get to that, okay? All right, research. Let me put my pipe down. Okay, now you guys are going to have to really fill me in. I'm not totally in the loop. You know, I've tried to watch a few things. Ricky Rose. I've always liked his music. I'm nobody's fan. And for some reason, I never really went in on him. Pause. Maybe now's the time to try and, throw him an alley-oop. Not that he needs it, but he's going back and forth with Rashawn Casey. Yes, no? Troll babies? Are they working together? Do they have a car show coming out together? I'm not a Breakfast Club listener or watcher. I never have been, with all due respect. That's just not what it is that I do, you feel me? And if you're new to the show, I was born in 1964, so you can do the math and find out just how old I am, All right, so that's my main topic. They're going back and forth on social media, and my name has not been mentioned, even though a couple of people sending me emails, yo, big nigga, they said your name. I listened, I said, well, I don't hear my name, but listen, we want the bullshit, yes, no, troll babies, we want the nonsense, so let's get to the nonsense. I've got some paperwork, I come with receipts, like most people do these days, and I have something that may be of interest to Rick Ross's needs. His needs. But now, I'm not going to reach out to him because I'm not thirsty like that. If he reaches out to me, I may meet him at his Wingstop. He gives me a bucket of chicken, and then I give him some paperwork, an 11-page confidential settlement agreement and general release from 2006, huh? We'll talk about that along with other things. And let me just say, if you're not up to speed, let me go back. Let me give you some context, okay? Somewhere around 2006, when I was on Power 105 in New York City, me and Big Bone Jones were going at it. Miss Jones, a.k.a. Sister Tarsha. She was on Hot 97. We were going back and forth, just taking shots at each other. DJ Benji gets in the conversation and starts attacking my family. I then clap back at his family. You see, most people don't know that, and I don't have to necessarily try to explain that to save face. It's what happened. And I got at his family. He couldn't take it because I played dirty. When I go in, everybody gets to smoke. From 8 to 80, blind, crippling, crazy, I don't give a fuck. So he runs, cries wolf. I was at the end of my contract with Clear Channel, which is now iHeart. They backed up the truck for me in 2004. And as I've told some of you in the past, you can Google Troy Terrain, New York Times, 17 million. I got most of that money. There was 2.4 on the table that I had to sue them for, but just give me a second. So I was fired. I was never sued by Rashawn Casey. I was never in a legal battle over comments that I said while I was on Power 105 with Rashawn Casey, DJ Envy. Now, I'm just giving you context because, again, the paperwork here may be of use to Rick Ross. I don't feel the need to put this out on the internet. I was really saving this for my documentary. Saving this for my documentary. I save everything. So, I was never in a lawsuit with Rashawn Casey, but now, and I say this with all due respect, the urban audience, whether they be black, Hispanic, Caucasian, Asian, the urban audience prefers a lie. The urban audience doesn't like to read, and the urban audience, they're not unified. Let me say that again. The urban audience, they don't like to read. They prefer a lie, and they're not unified. I say that respectfully. So I don't want to look crazy, trying to explain. No, here's what happened. Believe what you want. I got my money. The money is somewhere, I don't know. They sent it over to Germany somewhere. I haven't seen it since. Anyway, so this verbal jousting with myself and Rashawn Casey, it has reached legendary status of misinformation, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because my documentary will have everything that it needs about my history, my impact, my legacy. The greatest! Second only to Frankie Crocker. That's just a fact by way of research, okay? So, he and I were never in a lawsuit. I did sue Clear Channel after they gave him a settlement. The amount of the settlement has been fabricated over the decades. Now, I can tell you about his settlement, but to show you this, to put this on the screen does not benefit me. After taxes, Rashawn Casey and his wife, after taxes, maybe got $540,000. Let me repeat that. His settlement with Clear Channel in 2006. Maybe $540,000. So this rumor, millions, it had nothing to do with me anyway. Now, let me just show you something else before we continue the show. So, being that he then started talking, doing interviews on Vlad TV and other platforms, I said, I guess I'm going to talk about this as well. So I got this settlement because I was suing Clear Channel for that $2.4 million that they owed me out of the $17 million in the discovery process. You guys with me? Do you know what discovery is? Most of you do. Most of you do. Discovery, interrogatories, depositions. So I got the settlement, and somewhere around, what year is this? 2011, I wrote a letter to the judge. I'm not going to say the judge's name, but I have her letter back to me. Catch this. Ordered that the court does not have jurisdiction over this settlement agreement. Accordingly, the court cannot advise the plaintiff, that was me, suing Clear Channel, as to the proper use of the settlement agreement. Signed, the judge, United States District Judge, and I'll just say that. Now, does Rick Ross need this settlement with his feud? I mean, it's entertaining, yes, no? It's the back and forth, and I'm not fully in the loop, and I'm asking, are they doing a car show together? Is this, what are you guys, is it staged? Is this staged? Troll Babies, let me go to you first. Is this staged? Are they working together? And has he ever been on the Breakfast Club? I don't know. Patrice, I got your donation. Thank you, young lady. I'll get to you. Just give me a minute to get all this out, and then I want to spend some time talking about LeBron James. Salute to LeBron James. He's not my favorite basketball player, but a true champion. We'll get to that shortly, okay? Is this staged, the two of them? Is he going to go on The Breakfast Club and they're going to laugh and then there's some type of big car show? Car show. Okay, Kenny says it's not staged. Well, again, I have no scores to settle. I'm not salty about nothing. I've had 3 radio jobs since Power 105 in 2006, for those who care. I was even negotiating with Sirius XM for almost 2 years back in 2018 and 19. But then the pandemic came. Everything just went left. Maybe I should pull up on Ricky Rose, by myself. I travel alone. At the Wingstop. Troll Babies, doesn't he own a Wingstop somewhere out here? I'm up in Woodstock. Maybe I should pull up to the Wingstop and say, hey, I got some paperwork for Ricky Rose. Can I get can I get a chicken dinner to go? Okay, phone lines will be open shortly, and Dana with the data. I want to talk to Dana about, oh my goodness, the Color Purple remake? Sacrilege! Sacrilege! We'll get to that a little bit later, okay? Okay, Danny, you're on the line. Sit tight. So let me just see if I can finish up here with regards to Rick Ross and DJ Envy. I know very little bit about this, but, I do research shows in the afternoons. Call in. Put some fuel on the fire. I saw a couple of hoe-ass niggas tagging me on the gram. I'm like, what are you tagging me for? I mean, keep the bullshit going. I got my money, but what are you tagging me for? Hemp Lord, I got your donation. He says, informant for a bucket of chicken. Absolutely. I mean, I'm going to use this for my documentary. And, other than that, I have no desire to put this on the internet. Oh, see, they're lying, do it. Who cares? Hey, Sharice, I got your donation. Okay. She says, I love the afternoon shows. So do I. But I do have some wine here. I'm just warning you, I'm going to be sipping soon. Johnny Too Cool. Okay, he's Johnny says LeBron James is better than white boy Larry Bird. I don't know about that, but okay, I hear you. Okay. Terrence, I got your donation. Ooh. Star, you never gave Rick Ross smoke because he's a fellow cop. Oh, that's a beautiful fucking donation. Salute to Terrence. Okay. LeBron James, they got swept last night, in case you don't know, by the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to say congratulations to LeBron. All-time scoring leader. Not my favorite basketball player, but so what? Who cares? The younger generation doesn't have to know about Elgin Baylor, Willis Reed, Bernard King, ML Carr, James Worthy. They don't have to know all that. LeBron is their GOAT. Can I get an amen in the live chat if LeBron is your GOAT? LeBron brought the Cavaliers back after years. He finally got it together. He and Kyrie Irving. What did they come back from, a 3-1 deficit and beat the Warriors? LeBron is that nigga for real. Now, is he the greatest of all time? That I don't know. After getting swept last night, whoa. But now one could say, well, Star, Tyson is the greatest, but towards the end of his career, niggas were beating him like an old Virginia slave. Remember Lennox Lewis dropped Mike Tyson? Pow. Hold that, chimney sweep. Pow. Is LeBron James the greatest of all time? He's older, his knees, he has to put ice on the knees. I give him credit, though. I'm the objective hater, not a player hater. And let me just say this. Let me go on record and say this. I would like to see LeBron come back next year and do a farewell tour. a farewell tour. Just every arena he goes to, just cry. I'm doing this for the kids. Bring out Bronny. My son, Bronny. Right or wrong? A farewell tour. Why not? All of your greatest rock and roll bands have done farewell tours. I think The Who did 3 farewell tours. Kiss. LeBron James is that nigga for real, for real. Okay, let me also get Dana on the line early because we have to talk about the Color Purple remake. Holy mother of God. What is going on? Dana with the data, are you there? Good afternoon, Dana.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Child, it's messy. Who sat down and said, let's redo The Color Purple? Give me some information. You are Dana with the data, please.
Yes. So The Color Purple is an upcoming American musical, coming of age, period time film. It has a new director, a black man, Blitz Bazawuli.
Never heard of him.
Screenplay is by a Marcus Gartley, and it's based off the stage musical of the same name. So we all know the original Color Purple came out in 1985, written by Alice Walker, directed by Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
And then as a recent, it was on Broadway. So they're basically taking the musical on film.
Your phone's going in and out a little bit, Dana. Your phone. Say again. This is
damn.
a remake from the Broadway musical with Fantasia.
Yes, it's a remake of the Broadway musical, which was featuring Fantasia, Danielle Brooks, and now they're turning the Broadway musical into a film.
Okay. Let me ask you this. I see Oprah Winfrey is involved. She's executive producer. Steven Spielberg. Salute to Steven Spielberg because he knows this should not be happening. You cannot outdo the original with Whoopi Goldberg, who outshined Oprah. Thus, the reason why Oprah didn't speak to her for 20 years. And Steven Spielberg, he says, well, I don't want to direct this one. Who's the new director? Let me guess. I say this with all due respect. Is he a gay black man? Does this one have a gay twist to it?
I don't know if he's gay, but he is a black man. He's from Ghana. He was a rapper, singer-songwriter. Oh. His first film...
Chaka, chaka, cha. Them gay-ass Ghana niggas. Go ahead. Pardon me.
Okay. The first film that he directed was, what was it? Black... I'm sorry. Give me a second. Black is King. Black is King. That was the Beyonce. Beyonce was also part of that. Yeah. And he also done other short films as well. So this is his first American film, basically, besides Black is King.
Stop. Okay, listen. If nobody cares about this topic, we're going to keep it pushing because I want to get to the bullshit with Ricky Rose and DJ Envy. I think I'm going down to the Wingstop with some goddamn paperwork. Okay, so this is insane. This comes out on Christmas Day. Here we are now in May. Why are they trying to get so much goddamn momentum going? I've been reading some of the comments. People are saying, what? Stop, get out of here. That's the census I'm getting, yes?
Right. For me, it's the people who are playing the characters. When you talk about the original movie, is so authentic, right? Seasoned actors and actresses. Why do you keep trying to remake? It's not even a black classic; it's an American classic movie. And I think people are having a problem because right from the trailer, you can tell that it's not authentic, and that is a big problem. And it kind of messes the whole thing up. And I'm gonna put Fantasia aside because I think she's probably the main one that's going to save this movie. But when you talking about
stop. This is trash. I'm going to lead the charge against this film before it even comes out. Now, I like Fantasia. She's a real one. She's from North Carolina. I think she's isn't Casey and JoJo her cousins? But I like Fantasia. She's not going to save this trash. This is sacrilege. They would never redo Schindler's List. Let me jump out the window and say that right now. So why redo The Color Purple? Oh, this is Oprah's ego. Leave it on Broadway singing. You're not going to get a better Shug Avery than what we saw in 1985. You're not going to outdo Whoopi Goldberg. And let me say this, Whoopi was cute in The Color Purple. She was cute when she had the little hat on or whatever she had on, the scarf. And she was, Shug Avery was putting lipstick on her. And I don't even study black films like that. Whoopi was cute. The new girl who they have... Take it easy, old nigga. The new girl, just no. This is Oprah's ego. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with everything you're saying. And listen, this is not coming out until December, so it's time for people to dissect it. But I'm coming from it from
start a petition against it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, where I'm coming from is just the lack of authenticity. How you pronounce that word? Being authentic. Sorry. Being authentic. Because, for instance, Shug Avery, when you talk about a musical, okay, are we expecting Taraji P. Henson to sound like Margaret Avery, who plays Shug Avery, when she busts into the church doors, when, being born again, and that whole musical part? So I can't see it. I don't believe in it, and I just think that it has this strong feminist agenda attached to it, and the actors and actresses itself just lack the research and the knowledge of that time period.
Let me just say this, and then I'm going to go back to you. Taraji P. Henson, she's a really good actress, but she's not likable. I'm sorry. She is Cookie. Cookie from Empire. I watched one season, couldn't watch anymore. It just got too weird for me. Too gay. I'll keep it real with you. She's Cookie. Gone, Cookie. That's what you think of when you think of Taraji P. Henson. The woman who played Shug Avery in the beginning. I forget her name.
Margaret Avery.
Margaret Avery. She was unknown. She didn't have the baggage that Taraji P. Henson has now. Anybody want to chime in? If not, we'll keep it pushing. I just want to kick some dirt on this new Color Purple musical remake coming out in Christmas. Nobody's going to outdo Adolph Caesar. Nobody's going to outdo Whoopi Goldberg, who played, what was the name of the character she played?
Celie. No, it wasn't Celie. Oh. The hell, Sophia.
You better get it together here, girl. Nobody's gonna outdo Whoopi. Do they speak now? Because
no. Oprah played Sophia. Whoopi played Celie.
Are you sure, Dana?
Yes, Whoopi Goldberg played Celie. Oprah Winfrey played Sophia.
Okay. You're not going to outdo that line when Whoopi Goldberg told...
Harpo beat me?
No. She said, beat her. Talking about beat on Oprah. Beat her. Whoopi was a G. Can I get an amen from real niggas who know what I'm talking about? Just vibe with me for a second. Number 9, are you calling in? So number 9 says he wants a piece of the action. Go ahead, Dan. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I could see Fantasia because she's playing Celie. I could see her saying beat me. I could see her putting a hex on old Mister. But, I don't believe Ciara could play the older Nettie. Haley Bailey, that generation don't know how to go back into time and bring it forward to the present. Honestly, the reason why I don't think this movie is going to do good, because this new generation will not and cannot relate to the past. Mm-hmm. And you have to make people believe it. And this cast is unbelievable. You're not going to be able to, convey that.
Danny Glover. Riggs! Well, that's from Lethal Weapon when he says, but come on, who's gonna outdo Danny Glover? Beating on Sealy, Hold on a second. Wait, Dana, hold on a second. Number nine, sit tight. I'm coming right to you. Just sit tight, okay? Number 9, are you there?
I'm here. I am here.
Okay, can you hang on? Dana and I have to get all this information out about this upcoming film. This is disgusting. And Dana, so this comes out in December. Why are they trying to gain
on Christmas Day
traction for this now? We haven't even hit August. Are they trying to build up momentum? And is Whoopi Goldberg involved in any way? Do you know that?
I'm looking at the credits. She's not involved, but I hear feedback when I'm talking.
Go ahead. That's number 9. Go ahead.
Yeah. She's not involved in this film, but it's coming out in December of this year, and I think they're trying to promote it now to.
Dana, your line dropped out. I didn't hang up on you. Dana's phone dropped out. Gene Richmond, good morning, sir. Good afternoon. How are you? Gene Rich, number 9.
Good morning. Good afternoon, the whole 9. I'm glad to hear this conversation in regards to Negro remakes. They're going to fail.
Did you know
in comparison to the original?
Did you know about this remake coming out Christmas Day? Did you know about it?
I read about it. Maybe about a year ago. I read about it,
okay.
And I didn't actually believe it was going to happen. But lo and behold, here we are.
Here we are. Dana, your phone dropped out. Are you back, Dana? Dana with the data?
Yeah, I don't know. Ever since when number 9 came in, it seemed like that's when my phone was having trouble. But
voodoo, it's your Obama phone. It's your Obama phone, honey.
Okay. Okay. Come on, Dana. Come on.
Before he interrupted me, I just want to say I think they're promoting it now so it could do well internationally. So to start promoting it so it could do well overseas. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go to number 9, then I'm going to finish up, and then Dana give you the last word. Number 9, your thoughts. Are you going to support this Color Purple musical remake? You're a film buff. You go to the movies still.
Yeah, I will actually not support this film. The original was a classic. It was directed by Steven Spielberg, and it had some incredible writing and some incredible actors who are still very active in Hollywood and media today. And I don't think that this remake and the people who are a part of it could live up to even one half of the performances that we had. And on the other end, remakes never do good anyway.
Yeah.
So, there's no enthusiasm. I mean, there's hardly any remake that, aside from, well, that's not even a remake, Top Gun Maverick, that's a sequel, but remakes typically fail, and I don't see this one being a success.
Okay. Dana, I'm going to say that this is Oprah's ego. She's trying to rewrite history. Oprah on her television show over the decades she always had to be right, and she took a L to Whoopi Goldberg in terms of acting. Oprah, for those who know, over the decades, she always had these big highfalutin dinners for black women, Vesta Williams, Shirley Murdoch, and all these other people. And she never invited Whoopi Goldberg. And then when they finally sat down a couple of years ago, Oprah played stupid and said, "I thought you were mad at me." And Whoopi said, "Huh? I don't know what you're talking about." I take Whoopi's side, and I also, you and I were talking last night, Dana, the fact that Monique got up in Oprah's ass. I think this is Oprah trying to rewrite history, trying to outdo the original Color Purple, and I think this is blasphemy. Go ahead, Dana.
I agree with you 1,000%. She's trying to rewrite it, outdo it, but she's going to fall flat. Yeah. And I'm curious to see if she's going to invite Whoopi Goldberg to the premiere of this movie. So, and if she doesn't, then we know that, okay, you definitely never, were never genuine about making amends with her.
Yeah,
but just overall, I don't stop doing remake classics. Like, for instance, A Raisin in the Sun, Fences, those were Broadway plays that came to the big screen, and it was done well. But stop trying to redo classics such as The Color Purple, because they're on the list with Schindler's List, The Godfather. So you don't have to redo it, and I feel as though it's going to be a flop anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is more than a classic, the 1985 film. It's a monumental film. Monumental. And for Oprah to be involved in redoing it, or even though it's a musical remake, it reeks. Anyway, number 9, anything else you want to chime in on with regards to LeBron James getting swept last night, or anything? Oh, no, number 9. Whoa. Number 9. Target now has tuck-friendly swimwear. Are you up to speed?
Oh, I'm very much up to speed. They have a swimwear where people on our alternative lifestyle can tuck their goods, if you will.
No, sir. No, sir.
Kind.
Young boys. Tuck-friendly at Target. This is for young boys to tuck their penis. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is going on?
Well, this is the direct perversion and the destruction of our culture and our society. The hierarchies say, hey, this is okay to sexually exploit young children, put them out there and say, hey, it's okay for them to want to engage in their sexuality at a very, very young age. But if you even question the establishment, you're marked as a terrorist. And you definitely can't question what's going on at the borders because, hey, you're going to be also marked as a xenophobe and a racist, but It's okay to exploit children under the age of 6.
Yeah.
It just shows you what the establishment has in store for us, more so our children.
Dana, any comments? Are you up to speed on tuck-friendly swimwear available at Target? Dana?
It's funny how you asked number 9 that question first.
Well, no. Number 9 is a conservative. No, he's a conservative, and he and I are on the same page on a lot of things. And on Instagram, I see the stuff that he addresses and retweets. I don't like that tuck-friendly swimwear for boys. But your thoughts, Dana, please.
I don't like it. I don't like it either. And again, I have 2 grown kids, 4 grandkids, and they're trying to target the children. So, to program the next generation and the generation after. This is where we're headed in a society. So they're trying to feminize and also turn boys into girls. So I do have a problem with that. You're talking about a very small population, percentage of the population that indulge in that, but they're promoting it to the masses to convince women, because these are women buying into that, to be gender friendly with their children, especially their boys. So I have a problem with that. I wouldn't. I think we need to stop supporting those type of brands and stores.
Well, I will be voting for Ron DeSantis, number 9. You want to finish up on this, or you want to talk about LeBron James? Number 9.
Excuse me? Did you just say Ron DeSantis?
Yeah. Listen, I voted for...
Did I hear you? Did I hear you correctly?
I voted for Trump twice, but he's not making it back to the White House. I'm voting for Ron DeSantis.
It's like you're a modern day Benedict Arnold by doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a modern day Benedict. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ron DeSantis has done some good things for the economics of Florida, but we're jumping the gun here. This is Trump has unfinished business.
Well, now hang on a second. Since you took a shot, I may be a modern day Benedict Arnold, but you, sir, you voted for Obama the first time, then you voted for Trump, and you did not go down to the Capitol building on January the 6th to get buck wild. You didn't do that, but go ahead.
Well, I didn't need to go down there. There were American patriots that were down there expressing what I believe in my heart.
Right.
I didn't need to go down there. They were patriots that went down there, and I was there with them in spirit.
Right.
But that being said, Ron DeSantis doesn't have the momentum that Trump has. Trump is a freight train. He's a supernova. Yeah. And he's the only driving force that could really take the Republican Party. Yeah. Who Who we got to pick? DeSantis and Tim Scott? You got to be kidding me.
I don't know.
Tim Scott, Nikki Haley? Come on.
Yeah, okay. Any thoughts, number 9, on LeBron James? They got swept last night by the Nuggets. Are you a LeBron supporter? What are your thoughts, sir?
No, absolutely not. Le Sweep is what they're calling him now.
Yeah. Ooh.
Good for him.
Le Sweep?
Good for him.
They're calling him Le Sweep. Oh.
Le Sweep. I couldn't, I couldn't be more happy to see that egomaniac lose. I couldn't be more happy. I never liked that guy. And I hope he goes out as a loser.
Ooh.
I hope he never wins a ring again.
Okay.
Can I mention something about LeBron?
Well, hang on. Let's let number 9 go. I want to get more calls here. Number 9,
Okay.
Thank you for tapping in, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Dana, go ahead, and then I'm going to finish up with you on the color purple that is going to flop. But go ahead, Dana.
Yeah, but just real quick about LeBron, because the question was, is he the greatest? Honestly, I will put Steph Curry probably before him because they both have 4 rings. And I do prefer Steph Curry. I like LeBron, but I think Steph Curry doesn't get enough recognition. And what makes LeBron the greatest? So.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and
It's up for debate.
comb through his accolades again, but there is a generation that feels he is the GOAT, and sports has become a multi-billion-dollar industry, and people want more bang for their buck. They want all the old records broken. They're going to these new modern dome stadiums. Everybody's playing on AstroTurf or whatever they're calling it now. Hot dogs are like $5 or more. Beer, I don't know how much beer is at a goddamn sporting event now. So yeah, everything has to improve. So I have no problem with the younger generation saying LeBron is the greatest, but since being swept last night, that's my question. Does that derail anything? You want to finish up there?
Right. I think it does because, like you were saying, the sports industry, especially NBA, is a billion-dollar industry. But I think it's because the focus is on the brand, and this younger generation, they gravitate towards the most popular brand than the actual talent. You know what I'm saying? So going back to being authentic as far as even with the color purple. So you're gravitating because LeBron James is a brand, and he's very popular.
Okay.
But Steph Curry is more of authentic talent.
Okay.
That's how I feel. I would give that to Steph Curry. And as far as the color purple, honestly, I just think this remake is a disgrace to our American descendants of slavery ancestors, Black American ancestors.
Okay. Dana, thank you for being there. As always, you and I. You actually brought me up to speed on the trailer. You called me yesterday. I was so tired from packing. Thank you, Dana. I appreciate
You're welcome.
you keeping me in the loop, okay? Guys, check out Dana on YouTube, The Real Dana, okay? Have a good day.
Yes, have a good one.
Bye now, okay? Okay, we're off to a good start here. I had to talk about the Color Purple remake. Holy smokes. Troll babies, some of you have been emailing me, texting me. Let's talk about DJ Envy and Ricky Rose. Folks, now I'm not going to reach out to Ricky Rose, but you have my permission to contact him via email or Instagram and say, hey, Rick Ross, old nigga star who's in Woodstock, said, if you're interested, he's got the settlement agreement with Rashawn Casey. I'll drive down to the Wingstop, goddamn. You meet me down there with a big ass bucket of chicken, and you can have this. But now, he may not want the actual paperwork. Do you think he knows the truth and he's just adding fuel to the fire? That's a thought. I got the lawyers' names. I got everything here. Look at this, boy. It may be $540,000 is what Rashawn Casey got. And I can talk about this. Salute to the judge who sent me a letter Let me read it again. Ordered that the court does not have jurisdiction over this settlement agreement. Accordingly, the court cannot advise the plaintiff as to the proper use of the settlement agreement. Dated New York, New York. It's all safe for right now. DJ Gabby, is that my nigga? Gabby, where are you, man? That is my nigga in the live chat, DJ Gabby. Gabby was one of the original DJs on the Star and Buckwild public access show. First, we had Grandmaster Vic, GMV, from 40 Projects, if you know Queens. Then DJ Clue, that's my homie, DJ Clue, and then Gabby came in for the public access show. Gabby, how are you, man? Good to hear from you. That's a good nigga there, DJ Gabby. World traveler. Gabby, where are you located these days? I'm moving back to Stone Harbor, New Jersey. Let's bring in some phone calls. Area code 718. Good afternoon. Turned up on the dumb shit. DJ Envy versus Rick Ross. You up to speed, 718. Good afternoon.
Star was good.
Yerp. Good afternoon.
Was good.
Who am I speaking to?
Oh, my phone is acting real crazy right now.
Okay.
It's Desmond Fox, man. What's good?
Desmond was... Hey, I was thinking about you last night, man, because we've been removing songs from Shot 97, and we're going to be adding up some of the songs that you and Rory, a different Rory, not White Boy Rory, songs that you guys sent me this Saturday. What's cracking, man?
All right, bud.
Where do you want to start?
What's the name? I wanted to talk about LeBron. Like, he's not the greatest ever, but I do understand his importance to a generation of people that do feel like he is, because he's for the generation with well, not Z exactly, but summer generation X and summer generation Z. But he's iconic to them. He's legendary to them. He's their age, Michael Jordan or whatever. So, it's always going to be that debate between the different, age brackets and everything. But them getting swept, it's that time where it's really just for new teams, where even the Warriors that lost, like, it's time for the Kings and the Nuggets. Like,
okay.
Every period where it's like the teams just dominate, like now it's those teams where like they were young and they was getting their ass whipped,
right?
But now they at that season enough, like where they like it's their time. So like that's what we're seeing right now.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. And how old are you again? You're in your early 30s, yes? I forget.
37.
30. Okay, 37. So, listen, I'm not a player hater. I can't play basketball. I never could. I respect his talent. I mean, he's one of the greats. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that. Has he been more so taking three-point shots as opposed to driving in the paint? I mean, it makes more sense. At that age, you don't want to roll your ankle, get into unnecessary foul territory. Has he been taking more threes? And if so, has that affected the series, leading them to get swept?
He's definitely been taking way more threes the last 3 to 4 years, because he already has a problem with his foot, and he's just way over. He's 20, like he can't be driving every single play. Like he could be like injured by now. He wouldn't even have made it to the third round. Like so, it's like it's that time. Like I said, it's just where all the players is old and worn out, and it's time for the new breed. The next crop of talent and players.
Who's your favorite team? You're from the New York area, or do you not have one? Desmond Fox.
My favorite team got the Lakers eliminated. My favorite team is the Warriors.
Oh, the Warriors. Okay, I think you were still Lakers. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We be back next year. We be good next year. We get ready to pool. We be good. So it's nothing. It's nothing. A little wake up call. Wake up call.
Okay. Hey man, good to hear from you. Let's catch up before the week is out. All right.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Desmond Fox tapping in. Where are the phone calls? Where is the Cash App and the PayPal about DJ MVN? Rick Ross, you guys been hitting me up for 2 days. Yo, big nigga. Okay, I'm here. I got paperwork. What's poppin'? I have no problem with the bullshit and the lies. It just, hey, I embellish it all. But what's cracking? Nobody wants to talk now about the real? I'm not putting nothing on the screen. I did go to Rick Ross's YouTube channel. I didn't see an email address. Suck his shit. Hey, Ricky Rose, this is Big Nigga Star. Holler at me if you need some paperwork. Sir Shy, I got your donation. Thank you for your support. Jonathan Majors should have been Mr. Okay, you're talking about The Color Purple? Okay. He also says Tyrese. Okay, listen. If you can't prove that, Sir Shy, I'm not going to say that. Thank you for your donation. Okay. And guys, at the top of the live chat is the PayPal information. And Deeds wants me to always to remind you to hit the like button, okay? Okay, KB, I got your email. Do you need a consultation? I'll hit you back after the show, okay? Pedro says Color Purple was Birth of a Nation Part 2 for black men. Oh, that was hard. Yeah. You're talking about the original Birth of a Nation. How are they going to castrate black masculinity in this remake? That I'm curious to hear, 804, good afternoon. Are you there? 804.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Hey, how you doing, Star?
I'm doing, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Hey, I just want to check in, man, with the topic, Ricky Rose and Envy.
Yeah.
Man, right now, with you.
It's my nigga, Rick Ross.
I think Envy right now is taking it too far.
Okay. How so?
Because initially speaking, when Rose was on Drink Champs,
okay,
I think that it was just, tongue-in-cheek. It was supposed to be fun. But now Envy is taking it
Well, sir, what happened? I don't know. What happened? I don't know. What happened on Drink Champs?
Well, pretty much Rose was just saying that the type of car show that he's having isn't the type of car show as far as what Envy has, cars-wise, is on his level.
Okay.
That's what I got from it.
Oh, that was a shot. Now, when was this? Give me all the nigger shit. When was this on Drink Champs?
Star, please do not quote me. I want to say it was probably about, give or take, about a week and a half or so ago. It's still fresh.
Okay. Continue, sir. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that, it's to the point now where the wife is getting involved as far as DJ Envy's wife, his kids. Rose saying, I can offer them a job. And, he's talking very crazy right now. I think it's going to come to a point where, hell, I think Rick Ross might even do a diss track.
Okay, so Rashawn Casey put on a police uniform and then tried to what? Something on the Breakfast Club? I saw a little snippet, but I was tired yesterday from packing. Walk me through this. I got time, please. What happened yesterday?
Yeah, so what I seen on the Breakfast Club, Envy came out there with the rental cop outfit,
okay,
and Just Hilarious was insinuating, stirring the pot. Charlamagne was pretty much telling her, chill out, relax. And she wanted to keep stirring the pot, and, it went there. From the standpoint, Envy was starting to take personal shots, saying Eddie Murphy slept in your bed. And, I mean, it was crazy.
Okay, now what's the black female? Is she like the new gossip chick? What's her name? Jess. She's bald headed, right?
Just hilarious. She's a comedian. She got her rose to fame through YouTube.
Yeah.
And doing like little skits and stuff.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not a player hater, but she's bald headed. I saw her about 2 years ago on Instagram. She's got that much hair, right?
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. So is she the new whatever on? Is she the gossip girl? Because that's a formula. Black radio, the gossip chick. Is she their new gossip girl?
I will say so. I mean, she don't got too much going for her. I mean, this would be a good look for her, my personal opinion.
Okay. So, now if memory serves me correctly, Rashawn Casey, his father was a cop. So is he?
He mentioned that.
Yeah. So is he clowning police? What's going on?
I mean, from Envy's standpoint, he was just saying that it takes a lot to become a correctional officer. I do work in security for myself, and I wouldn't say it takes a lot. You do have to take a couple courses. He was just saying that Rick Ross is a follower. He said Rick Ross was just stating that the reason that he even became a correctional officer was because his big homie had mentioned that he should do that. And so Rick Ross had followed in his footsteps as far as what his big homie had told him. So interviews just saying, that's not a boss, that's a follower. That's that's a scrub.
Okay, so Rick Ross made an Instagram video, something about come clean the pool, your kids, and then he mentioned that DJ Envy got his come up through a lawsuit. Now I like the misinformation and the bullshit. In case you don't know, I let people talk crazy in my live chat. I never gave DJ Envy a dime. Never did, never will. But, people are saying, ooh, Star, was it you? He did get a settlement in 2006 from Clear Channel, which is now iHeart, and he got roughly $500,000 after taxes. I have that document here. So where are we now? Are they talking about, let's meet up in the street, SMD? Where are we at now?
Well, I mean, I haven't heard anything from Rose as far as him responding back to the latest Breakfast Club Donkey Today rumor mill thing. But I hope it ends. Honestly speaking, it's to the point. Like I said, it could go too far, especially him mentioning Amy's kid and wife. I'm with the
well, sir, the kids and the wives, it's all fair in hip hop. Don't get it fucked up. It's all fair. Jigga Man, hold on. Jigga Man, once upon a time, spoke about the troll babies. Remember this? The baby seat, the baby carriage in the back seat when he was dissing Nas. Remember that? Or
that is true.
Are you too young?
I'm 31. I may be too young, but I think I definitely recall though.
The whole family is fair game, my nigga. In battle rap. In battle rap, you bring the kids in, huh? When QB was battling Don Lady, she said, "I'll stab that little nigga in the soft spot." Okay, come on.
Oh, well, sorry, before I go, I do want to touch on one more topic.
Come on.
Is LeBron James the greatest of all time?
Yeah. What do you think, man? What do you think?
From a statistical standpoint, yes, he's the greatest of all time.
Okay.
Personally speaking, nah, he ain't my GOAT. Kobe Bryant is.
Kobe was the truth. But now Kobe even said that, he took Michael Jordan's moves. He praised Michael Jordan. I don't think we can call Kobe the greatest. I would say Kobe over LeBron. But for me, my personal choice of the GOAT, Michael Jordan. Go ahead and finish up.
Michael Jordan. Yeah, I'll finish up with this much. Mike definitely, I would say, is the GOAT. But as far as what kids have to look up to now, LeBron James is definitely the greatest of all time.
LeBron. Hey, man, thank you for your call.
Hey, so I do appreciate you taking my call.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Please be clear. I'm putting respect on LeBron's name today. I'm nobody's fan, but he and his wife, what is her name? Samantha? Shamika, what is her name? His wife. Savannah, pardon me. Savannah Shaniqua. Yeah, no controversy. She never called police. He never gave her an uppercut, you know? Guys, on the screen, check out the homie Devious J. All of my sponsors get promoted, in case you don't know. And my showrunners, they're welcome to call in, all right? Yeah. But they got swept last night. Not a good look. Not a good look. Sir Shai says LeBron is best winner in Cleveland, Miami, and LA. Okay. I want to see LeBron come back for another season and do a farewell tour, you know? That would be a good thing. Michael, I got your donation, sir, via Cash App. Thank you. Thank you for tapping in. Terrence again says, imagine Jordan's gambling in a social media era. Yeah, that would have been crazy. Imagine Jordan, Michael Jordan, back in the days when he wasn't fucking with hip hop. So a lot of people don't know that about Michael Jordan. I mean, you bypass that because of the sneakers, and the sneakers are embedded Jordans in urban culture. Does anybody in that live chat know that Michael Jordan wasn't fucking with hip hop and rap music for a lot of years? He was a hater for real, for real. Alex, I got your donation, sir, via PayPal. Thank you so much. Jeff says, continuing to support how I can. Hard to catch the live streams and call in due to work, followed by coming home and being a family man. Hey, man, salute to you and your family, sir. If I'm saying your name right. Geoff. Jeff. Different spellings of Jeff. Thank you for your support, sir. Let's go to area code 484. Good afternoon. I'm serving up some low-hanging fruit today. DJ Envy versus Rick Ross. Are you up to speed? 484.
So, what's good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get to the bullshit. Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it real quick. I'm gonna touch on both topics today. So check it. As far as Rick Ross and DJ Envy is concerned, I don't care what you say. You talk about a man's wife. That man he's gonna feel some type of way. Now you don't do relationships like that. You do, you know what I mean? You ain't married. You ain't even thinking about getting married. But when you talk about a man's wife, that reaction is something different. Let's just keep it real. It was fun and games. They was talking about the car shows. It was all funny games when they was talking about the car shows.
Right.
As soon as Rick Ross talk about some mop my marble floors, have your wife, what was it? He said dust the rails on the stairwell. Like, yo, what? All right, now you get disrespectful. So Envy has every right to respond the way you respond. I don't know what type of paperwork you talk about, whether that man told on somebody, whatever it is, right. Case may be, it doesn't matter in this situation.
Okay, now hang on a second, sir. Area code 484, where you calling from, or where are you from?
Jersey.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm the one that told you that I don't care that tax that he brought it on himself.
Got you. Okay. Well, I don't remember that, but okay. All right. So, is this staged? Are these guys really cool? Has Rick Ross been on the Breakfast Club? I don't know. Where are we with all this nonsense?
Well, I think it's one of those, you know what I mean, industry relationships. Like, they probably was, like, cool with each other, you know what I mean, see each other. Hey, what's up, you know what I mean, hi and bye, you know what I mean, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But they get real touchy with these subjects, because I know Envy touched Ross when he brung out that CO. So this man, This man broke on the costume of a fat belly in a CO suit
Okay.
on air.
Okay.
So he acted like 50 when 50 did the Pimpin' Curly.
Well, now, hang on a second. 50 and I are very cool. I mean, he ain't never cut me a check. But now, didn't Rick Ross' baby mama catch 50 for millions off of a slander and defamation?
Oh, yeah.
Slander and defamation.
Sex tape, yup.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
It's a fact, yeah.
That's a fact.
It's a fact. So now you're from...
And you know every...
Hang on a second. What part of Jersey are you from?
Ross play. Say that again?
What part of Jersey are you from? I forget. What part of Jersey?
Morristown.
Okay, so you already know, in Jersey, if I come at your wife and kids, you got to come see me. Put your dick beaters up. Let's get it, right?
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You got to come see me, nigga. And until you come see me, niggas, fuck you now and fuck you forever. Fuck everything you love until you come see me, right or wrong?
Yeah, if you want to get real with it, I think Envy will give Rick Ross the business with the hands.
Let's go.
I think he'll give him the business with the hands.
Let's go.
Let them shoot 30 seconds. I think Envy gonna get him. Ross look like he got people that pay to, put in work for him. Like, yo, go handle that for me.
I may disagree with you on this one, not because of any past tension with me and Rashawn Casey, but now, you see, Rick Ross is from Florida. Envy's a New York nigga, and you and I are both from Jersey. See, we grew up in Jersey, you have to fight. You can't just throw a couple of shots and then say, okay, you got it, you got it. See, they do that in New York because it's crowded, you're in the projects, subway, wherever. People say, yo, stop that shit. In Jersey, we go in the parking lot, we go out in the field, we go down by the fucking lake.
That's a Fendi.
Let's get it.
Fendi.
Let's get it, my nigga. I don't got nothing
until
your teeth come out your mouth or until you knock me out. Rick Ross, he might be one of them type of Florida niggas where, you got to break a 2x4 over my head. Bang! You got to shoot me or stab me. Good, I'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
All right, so real quick, touching on the LeBron subject, okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Go ahead.
This is my opinion. Okay. This is how I feel. When it comes to basketball, I feel that as far as the greatest player is Kobe, LeBron, Jordan. Now, you could switch to Jordan and LeBron, but this is me personally.
Gotcha.
Personally, I'm putting Kobe up there because Kobe Kobe put in work.
Yeah.
Kobe put in work. See, Jordan was God gifted. Jordan, he was so in awe to watch. Like he was God just gave him that ability where it was like an awe. But as far as like putting in work, as far as basketball, learning the craft, actually being a student of the game, I don't think that it gets better than Kobe Bryant. I really do not.
Okay.
Now, when you're talking about LeBron and Jordan, I'm gonna have to say LeBron only because LeBron. I'm gonna say because LeBron makes everybody around him better. Jordan didn't necessarily have that gift.
Sir, Jordan got 6 rings. Stop it. That's not, sir. That's,
knows how to.
Sir,
he
that,
knows,
sir,
he knows
sir. That's not a good argument. I'm sorry. That's not a good argument. No, Jordan motivated them people to get 6 and then punch Steve Kerr in the face.
Hold up. I'm not finished the argument with that.
Go ahead.
Let me say one more thing. Along with that, Jordan had something that LeBron never had, and that was a coach like Phil Jackson.
Okay.
Phil has rings without Jordan. Jordan doesn't have rings without Phil. LeBron has went to 3 different teams, dealt with more than different coaches, but as far as the championships, 3 different coaches and 1 championship.
Okay.
That's difficult to do.
All right, sir, I gave you the last word. I got to take more calls. Thank you. Jersey all day.
All right, go ahead.
Jersey, yeah. Yeah, you see, growing up in Jersey, boy, don't get it twisted. Especially in the 70s. If you grew up, in the 70s, wherever you grew up, your parents worked. You're home with your brothers and sisters. When it's up, as you guys say, when it's up, it's up. Nobody's coming to save you, little nigga. We got 3 hours. Let's get it. You got to defend yourself. You go in the pantry, lock the door, climb out the window. Go in the attic, barricade the door. Those niggas trying to kill me. Hold on a second. Where are you guys at? You're tagging me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm talking about Rick Ross versus DJ Envy. Do I have to turn up on the alleged rapist? Let's get these Cash App rolling, huh? That nigga sitting up there with a fucking lisp, taking pussy, according to 2 females. Let's go, goddammit. There he is, Skylar Saunders on a Tuesday. Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Skylar Saunders. Let's go.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm turned up. Let's go.
Yeah, I just want to promote, if that's okay.
Let's go. Come on.
All right. I have 2 shows that I have been producing.
Nice.
One is called Sleep Show with Skylar Saunders, and the other one is called The Producer's Advocate with Skylar Saunders.
Okay.
I've been successful and non-successful. Like, one time they'll get views of like in the hundreds, other times it'll be in the low tens. So I'm experimenting with different ways of presenting myself, and using as many different avenues as I can that the YouTube provides. Mm-hmm. And I'm just having fun, regardless of how the outcome may be. I'm definitely having a good time, doing what I wanted to see.
Nice.
It's like I want to see a TV show or a movie or some kind of advocate of producers that it hasn't been discovered or mainly pushed as much.
Okay, hang on a second. On my showrunner right now, make sure the spelling is correct. YouTube.com/Sky Saunders. That's your platform, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to get as many subscribers too, because
hang on. Let's you and I get back on the phone, because we talk from time to time. Let's get back on the phone. Today's Tuesday, no later than Thursday or Friday. You have to utilize the keywords. You have to make sure that there's a description in your about section, an email address, so that the algorithms don't think that you're a spam account. You have to put at least 400 words under each video. You can't just throw a video up and think it's going to get recommended. That algorithm is crawling. So let's get back on the phone and talk. If a video doesn't pick up traction, go back and change the title. You have to do all this stuff. Every day you have to focus, give it an hour or two, come back. If views aren't picking up, change the keywords, the tags, the hashes. This is what you have to do, all right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Good to talk to you, man. Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you, sir. I
Yes,
look forward to the call.
Thank you.
All right.
That's my guy, Skylar Saunders. And you folks put some respect on Skylar's name. That man has sponsored hate-a-thons and all sorts of things. Uh-oh. Peace. Sit tight. I'll be right back. Peace. Sit tight. Left-handed tapping in. Okay, let's get the likes up. Let's get this PayPal rolling. I'm here to talk about the dumb shit today. Niggas tagging me. Oh, yo, big nigga, where you at? I was busy packing and moving. Tag Rick Ross after these shows and say, yo, the nigga Star said he got the paperwork. Well, he want to meet you at the Wingstop. What's cracking? And I'm going to give him the letter from the judge so he can post the paperwork. You know who I was going to salute to Nori Capone Noriega. They invited me on the Drink Champs, and I kind of somewhat sort of, I put him on ice. I didn't curve him. I put him on ice because, he's a great guy. He's a knowledgeable guy, but if you're not gonna have paperwork and facts, then I'm not gonna come on Drink Champs responding to false allegations. You know, I was gonna go up to the Drink Champs with, paperwork. Paperwork from hot. Let me slow down because Flex and I are talking. Paperwork. Let's get to Cash App. People putting respect on my name. I appreciate that. Newt, I got your donation. Ross Car Show will use FBJ merch to dust off cars. Oh. Let's get it. Asa, got your donation. Kobe bit Jordan style. What the fuck that caller talking about? Well, Kobe admitted that, and Jordan appreciated that, Jomo was popping. Jomo, are you calling in? Sit tight, Jomo. You're up next. Where are you? Okay, sit tight, Jomo. Peace. Left-handed, down and in sports talk. Good evening, sir. Left-handed.
Peace. What's going on, man? What's good with you?
I'm
on my lunch break, man.
Okay.
Crunching numbers.
Let's go.
I was listening to the show.
Let's go.
And the last homie who was calling was like, "Wow, man!" But I just want to tap in on the LeBron James and Michael Jordan topic.
Hang on. Left-handed. I don't want to do Michael Jordan versus LeBron. The question is very simple. Is LeBron James the greatest of all time? I don't want to do the comparison unless you have to.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
And the reason why I wanted to do that, because it always ends up being that comparison thing. And I just want to lay this out there for the LeBron crew.
Okay.
Like, where is LeBron James' 3,000-point season at? Where's LeBron James' Defensive Player of the Year trophy at? That's all I wanted to say on that note.
Okay.
I will be doing a eulogy for the Los Angeles Lakers 2022-23 season tonight on Down in Sports Talk. Me and my co-D out there, Florida boy Jay might slide through.
Okay.
All right. My reasoning is because, they want to say that, LeBron is the greatest because that's all they know. And I'm not mad at them for that. You know what I mean? They go on their level of understanding. And if they understand that LeBron has done everything that they want to see, basketball terms-wise, then so be it.
Right.
But when you want to, if you want to really, really break it down and get down to the breadsticks of it, it's not even. To me, it's not even close. But I won't. We're not here for that comparison conversation.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So LeBron James is not the greatest. This series against the Denver Nuggets, they got swept. They were in all 4 games. LeBron contributed. LeBron snatched victory he snatched defeat from the jaws of victory in every game of that series. The Lakers could have won. They could have, did a lot better in that series, man. But they ended up getting swept. A younger, better Denver Nuggets team that took advantage of what the Lakers did not do. And what I mean by that is that, scoring when it counted, you know what I mean? LeBron James trying to, do too much, shooting from the 3-point line, which really isn't his forte right now. You know what I mean? And I just really wanted to say that. Again.
Well, hang on a second. What's the guy's name who LeBron, they got into a shoving altercation. He looks like he smacked LeBron in the face or something. Long hair from the Nuggets. You know what I'm talking about? It was in the key. It was in the key.
It wasn't Porter. It was Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon.
Yeah. When I saw that,
it was Aaron.
Okay, when I saw that, I said, wow, they're not even respecting LeBron anymore. So part of me wants to see him do a farewell tour next year. But do you think he should retire and just go out now and just say, hey, I achieved what I needed to achieve. I wish everybody the best. What do you think on him possibly returning or retiring?
Last night after the game, and I don't do that. I was the first one to do that and all that.
Got you.
I was the one that said last night after the game, as soon as the game was over, I said, wow, Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James retired on the same day. I just felt like, LeBron, he had enough. And then you listen to what he said at the post-game press conference, you know what I mean? And things of that nature. Yeah, even though it was, in the emotion of the moment, I get it. But at the end of the day, what else does he have to prove? So that was my understanding of that. And I felt like, they both came in the same draft, LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony. And then, Carmelo retired yesterday, earlier in the day. He made a video, retired. And now LeBron getting swept out of the playoffs. But I hope that that's not the way he wants to go out. Because I respect LeBron.
Okay.
I don't think he wants to go out by getting swept. You know what I mean?
Right.
In that way. But
Yeah.
I did say, I was the first one to say that. Hey, man, LeBron and Carmelo were both retired on the same day.
Well, now hang on a second, because in the post interview, hang on. The post interview with LeBron James, he said that Carmelo Anthony made that video a week ago. Did you catch that?
Right.
LeBron said,
Right. But it dropped yesterday.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, but he
Absolutely.
said Carmelo made that retirement video a week ago. So I'm not
Right.
mad at him, where he's at right now, if he so chooses to retire. But I would like to see a farewell tour. What time are you guys going live tonight on down on In Sports to do the eulogy for the Lakers? What time?
8 o'clock, man. Myself and my co-D Yada Bear down in Sports Talk, man. YouTube, Facebook, StreamYard, and all that good stuff, man. I'm gonna get back to work, man. Thank you for having me on.
Sir.
I appreciate you.
Salute. Okay, thank you, left-handed. Okay.
Peace.
Peace, tapping in. Jomo, sit tight. You're up next. Jomo, I'll be right back. Okay, nobody gives a goddamn about the Color Purple remake. Folks, please keep me posted if they have, now if they're having, I don't know, just transgender influence, or you know what I'm saying? Who's the new director? Not saying that there wasn't gay slaves, because I've spoken about that decades ago. There were gay black slaves. But is that where we're going now? With this new remake? Guys, on the screen, BBE TV podcast on videomixtape.com. I've been trying to contact these guys, if anybody knows them, if they're out there. BBE TV podcast on videomixtape.com. Been trying to get you guys on the line. I hope all is well. You still have credit with me. Reach out, please, okay? I like to make sure my sponsors get what it is that they are in seek of, all right? Rels, I got your donation. He says, let's go, big nigga. Turn up on these niggas. Rels, I'm here. Thank you for your donation. Niggas is tagging me on Instagram. I said, okay, well, just give me some time. I was packing yesterday. I'm here to talk about the goofy shit. Where are these niggas, man? Somebody tag Rick Ross and let him know that the big nigga has got the paperwork. I'll meet him at the goddamn Wingstop if he wants it. But he might just want to troll. Maybe he just wants to go where he's going. I can respect that, all right? Jomo, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Area code 484. Jomo, good afternoon.
Yo, Star.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first, let's touch on Rick Ross and Envy.
Yeah.
It just make me really miss the days when men just put their hands up and fought and moved on from it. All this internet back and forth is just, I don't know, it's a little effeminate in my opinion.
Okay, how old are you, sir? How old are you?
I'm from an era where, like you said, I was a latchkey kid.
Okay.
And then you in there with your brother for 3-4 hours.
Oh, my God.
You got to put them hands up and rumble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then...
Did you grow up with an older brother? Did you grow up with an older brother?
I got 2 older brothers. Well, I had 2 older brothers. One of them passed away last July.
Okay. Condolences. My older brother,
Yeah.
They used to have these wet towel, you get a towel, washcloth, you wet it, and then you swing like that. Pow! pow, and you popped it.
Yeah,
Pow.
and snap you.
Snap you with
Or
the
shoot you
I'm
with
sitting there eating a goddamn bowl of Cheerios, and nigga snapped me in the fucking neck with the goddamn wet towel. The milk all over the place.
fact, when you in your most comfortable moment, here he comes with the nonsense.
I gotta
But it taught you to put your
run
hands
through
up.
the den upstairs. Hang on. Through the den upstairs, put on shoulder pads. Shoulder pads to keep this light-skinned nigga the fuck off me. He comes upstairs, grabs me,
Hey, yo.
throws me down the stairs. Oh, you got on shoulder pads. I'm tumbling down the fucking stairs, run out the back door. You know, that's how I grew up, man.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, you're right. Today it's different. These niggas talk greasy, and then they do that goofy shit. Well, yo, I can apologize like a man. Apologize like a man.
The apology come with the handshake after we fight.
Right,
That's how it goes.
right,
I
come
fought
on.
all my good friends.
Apologize like a man.
Look.
I was in my feelings.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and then LeBron, listen, he's not the GOAT. He's second to Michael Jordan.
Ooh,
I mean,
okay.
it's just, but he's really good, bro. Like, he got
Yeah.
35,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. He's the only person he's first in scoring and
Right.
fourth in assists. Like, this is unheard of. But at the end of the day, old is old. Father Time is undefeated. It's about the end of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He might hold on for 2 more years so he can play with his son. That'll be more shit that he doing that nobody else did.
Right.
And that'll be the end of it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, man, look, he brought NBA nepotism to the forefront. Getting his son in the league. Getting his other son in the league.
Okay.
It's a beautiful thing. They do it. Why can't we do it?
Right. Hey, man, good to talk to you. Thank you for your support, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely, bro. Take it
Yes,
easy.
sir. Okay. All right. Folks, on top of the live chat is the PayPal information if you want to support the show. I can't take calls all day. So, if you want to show your support, you hit the like button. Small donation. It's all appreciated. Okay. Toothless HIV post. Okay. Larry Bird is the best basketball player to ever play the game, my friend. Loma is the real lightweight undisputed champion. I disagree. For decades, centuries, if you will, you have to knock the champ down before you can take his belt. You just don't outpoint, the champ and then you're champ. That's not how it works. If you know boxing, I've been an amateur ring announcer for the last 13 years. I'm a ring announcer of amateur boxing in Marietta, Georgia. And that's different. It's younger people. But no, Loma didn't win. He put up a valiant effort, but he didn't win. But thank you for your donation. And Larry Bird was my favorite basketball player for years. But I started rocking with Michael Jordan. Gorilla Zoe got your donation. I'll watch The New Color Purple just to see a bitch get the taste slapped out of her mouth. Okay. Why the Caged Bussy sings, Star, let's stop beating around the bush. This is twice somebody gave smoke to Envy's wife and kids. He's pussy. Well, his kids are older now. I'm going to leave that alone for right now because I have video footage of that day in Power 105. HD video footage when I was addressing Big Bone Jones, that's Miss Jones, who has cankles. She has, her ankles are like the size of 3 ankles. When I was addressing her, and I really wasn't even focusing on him because he was her sidekick. But you'll be surprised when you see the video footage in my documentary. See, most people think I was talking to him. I was actually talking to the room. The microphone just happened to be in front of me. Now, there was no lawsuit between he and I, so I didn't need to prove that. Again, if you're just now joining the show, he never sued me. I've got his settlement agreement here in my hands, 11 pages, with Clear Channel. He got a payout after taxes, maybe $500,000 from Clear Channel, which is now iHeart. Had he and I have went to court, I would have shown that video footage. I was talking to the team, for those who really, really know. But thank you for your donation. Controller got your donation. Envy is going to buy another one. Okay, so that's Cap. That's Cap. That's Cap. DJ Envy has been saying a lot of things to make it seem like I was going to get Star back. I've been a landlord, sir, for over 26 years in Pennsylvania. Are you talking about one of my properties that I let go into foreclosure during the recession? The base houses? Yeah, we let a couple of properties go into foreclosure, and then we went and got Obama bailouts. Who would pay the mortgage on a property, a rental property in the Poconos during the recession? But thank you for your donation. Hold on a second. Okay. Whoa. Uh-oh. Hey. My apologies. Are you there? Area code 904-904.
Hey, we live. We live, right? We on the line.
Big nigga. Florida Boy J. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Nigga. Hey, listen, we rolled up a whole pound of LeBron James Triple OG Platinum Bubba Kush yesterday. It wasn't even no loud like it used to be. It was some mid-pack, some light depth. It wasn't no za, but we smoked the whole pound last night. This loser-ass nigga, this professional loser, LeBum, tried to save face and gave you 31 in the first half, so it looks like he was going to scrub it out, put the blame on AD and the rest of the underachievers, and now we're celebrating the fact that he's another perpetual loser, okay? He missed, not only did he have turnovers, he tried to take a jump shot that bricked off the backboard and then tried to go up and got his stuff taken from Jamal Murray and Mr. Gordon over there. Salute to the Nuggets. LeBron James is a bum. Don't you ever mix his name in with the Kobe Bryant, the Michael Jordan, the Kareem, the Magic. Don't you ever get it mixed up.
Well, now hang on a second, Florida Boy J. A year or so ago, you took a wild dump on Kareem. You called him a bum, right? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Of course, I did. Yeah. You're right. Because he's still a bum. But I'm not going to negate the fact when he was 38, he was NBA Finals MVP in 1984-85 when he was 38 years old.
Got you. Okay, now hold on a second. Did you go live on your platform last night?
We did not. No, we was watching the game. It was too lit. We had people over. We had a little viewing party. It was LeBron Pack night. It was Pack Watch.
Okay.
What you talking? This is why Pack Watch, nigga.
When are you going live so we can send the troll babies to your platform?
We are going live tomorrow night.
Okay.
We're going live tomorrow night. Perspective Facts Podcast episode 74. We going live. Me and J Doug is gonna be lit. And we got some more topics. I know Envy and Ross are going back and forth.
Ricky Rose.
That's another topic we got, right?
Yeah, well, listen, I'm with the monkey shit. People have, just a couple of people tagging me as if, just DJ Envy and I were never in a lawsuit. I never gave him a dime, but I do have his paperwork. And if Ricky Rose reaches out, it might fall into his lap. But maybe he just wants to troll. Maybe he doesn't want the truth. The urban audience. Let me just say this, and I'll come back to you. They don't like to read. They prefer a lie. And they're not unified. So maybe the truth is not necessarily needed here, and I'll just say this for my documentary. Anything you want to add? Anything go on this morning with the Breakfast Club and Rick Ross? Anything?
Yeah, just bottom line, I just salute, Rick Ross for staying in character and still just being naturally funnier and, showing off his properties and letting people know he's a real entrepreneur. And that we always got to give Dame Dash his credit for letting people know that, hey, if you're a boss, you can talk all day, And I just stand on the side of Rick Ross on everything he's doing when it comes to him and Envy right now. So
now, Rick Ross is originally from Florida. Is he from Little Haiti? I forget, because years ago I remember he was pushing a Rolls Royce or something, and you had some little niggas testing the guns, and then he crashed a car. Remember that, or is that going too far back?
Yeah. I think that was a publicity stunt. I think that was some type of hip hop psyops. That wasn't.
No, sir.
Down here,
that was the little niggas testing the guns. He thought it was up. He crashed it. I think it was a Bentley or double R.
Yeah. One of those fly nigga cars.
Come on.
Yeah. One of the fly niggas cars. He thought he was safe. Niggas had to remind him. But regardless of that, all I gotta say, just to wrap up the Rick Ross and Envy topic, it started over a car show. I don't know what type of underlying beef it got kicked up with, but instead of Envy just being an adult and just throwing in the towel, you want to go back and forth with Ross, and you got way more stuff Ross can poke at than you have at Ross. I mean, calling him a CEO, that came out at the height of his career, and it didn't knock him off. And he even addressed it in one of his biggest songs, Valley of Death, and we all love that record. And even that bar right here, he said, I'll shovel SHIT, I'll CEO, even if the guy like me and my kids got to pray over the meatloaf. It was a nice bar. So
I'm going to say this, and I don't have to chime in to make it seem like I'm taking his side. I've had good friends that were COs, correction officers on Rikers Island back in the days, and I don't know what Rick Ross did. I'm not trying to put anything on him. But they were the real gangsters, the COs, because back then, I'm talking about the 80s and into the 90s, you didn't have to have a college degree to become a captain. You could advance and move up the ladder with just a high school diploma. And they were actually selling the drugs in the jails. The COs. Now, I don't know what Rick Ross was doing, but being a CO or being a cop in the real gangster world was not something that should be frowned upon. But finish up with LeBron James. I want to see him come back next year and do a farewell tour. Can you be objective, Florida Boy J, or are you just taking a dump on him that he got swept? Final words.
I'm taking a dump on him because he got swept. This is not the day to talk about no damn farewell tour. No, we're going to get his nigga flowers. No, take this receding hairline ass, bum ass nigga, mister. I'm going to pass up the perfect opportunity to be great for the right basketball play, for all his fans, all the media with the fake propaganda for the last 17 years. We couldn't really appreciate Tim Duncan's run because they had to usher in the LeBron era when he wasn't ready. We couldn't appreciate the Kobe run because they tried to usher in the LeBron era when it wasn't ready. Okay. And now to this day, he's swept by Denver. He's a bum. His legacy is shut out. Don't you ever compare him to the greats who won 5 rings.
Gotcha.
He got to battle out with Steph Curry. You guys have a great day.
Okay, talk to you soon. Thank you. Florida Boy J tapping in. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break. Okay, we're going to continue the show. I want updates with regards to the nonsense. I am here for it. You tagging me, yo, big nigga, where you at? I'm here. Give me some details. Are they talking about meeting up, shooting the fade? Somebody talking about making the sig squirt, letting the shotty rip? What's going on? Rick Ross versus DJ Envy. I shall return. Don't you before I go. Guys, I'm asking you to send Deeds a donation. Okay? She was in the hospital. She can now see out of one of her eyes. Okay. I'm refreshed, recharged. Hold on a second. All right, I'm coming to PayPal and Cash App. Just give me a second here. Something I want to talk about. I have to talk about this. So yesterday I was packing, moving, throwing stuff out. And for some reason, I went on my Facebook page to, just delete comments, clear out old messages. I don't really fuck with Facebook like that because it's a lot of old people from back in the days. I don't want to see some bitch in her 50s now wishing me a happy birthday or some old goofy shit talking about one. Yeah, just goofy shit. Bitch, you're old, you know? And I don't want to hear about old people dying. I stumbled across a friend. He was a friend. We haven't been in contact in roughly 19, 20 years. He was a friend. I'm not going to say his name. I'm on his Facebook page. I see his wife. Not his ex-wife. Not his girl. On the side, his wife. Guzzling Casamigos with nondescript niggas. I said, what the fuck? Now, I'm assuming they got divorced. I scrolled through the comments. This bitch went on some type of trip with just her girlfriends. And she's guzzling Casamigos with nondescript bum-ass niggas. And the bum-ass nigga is filming her. And then the bum-ass nigga pours a shot into her mouth. So his wife has got her mouth open. The bum-ass nigga's feeding her. He's got 3 kids by this goofy bitch. Is this what we're accepting now? Men. Is this what we're accepting now? The mothers of your children being filmed and put on display for the average bum-ass, simp-ass nigga. And keep in mind, every male is not a man. I was so disgusted, I said, damn. 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 Now, of course, I wouldn't say nothing to him because he's still married to her. But now, you guys, you younger generation guys, you're right about a lot of shit that you say, and I just want to say that. You're right to act and feel the way that you do, and the way that you treat a lot of these scat-towel bitches. We used to call them scat-towel bitches. You are right, because if an old nigga like that, he was the nigga back in the days. Oh, this nigga had all sorts of exclusive cars, coupes, drop top. This nigga had on Gazelle glasses. That's very far back. Gazelles, British Walkers, New Balance. He was that nigga for real, for real. Chinese silk shirts. The mother of your children guzzling Casamigos on Facebook with bum-ass niggas. That's all I wanted to say. Sit tight on the phones. A bountiful soul. Hey, Janet. Janet says, I think Charlamagne is trying to line you up. Okay, how, Janet? Are you a Charlamagne fan? Do you listen to The Breakfast Club, Janet? You're in your 50s. You're in your 50s. I don't fuck with niggas in their 50s who listen to hip-hop radio in the mornings. What are you doing listening to The Breakfast Club, Janet? Shouldn't you be listening to 1010 Wins or Bloomberg Radio like I do? But thank you for your donation. Alkaline City, where are you, sir? Are you on the line? Alkaline City. I don't know your area code. Send me your area code if you're calling in. That's my Puerto Rican correspondent. Very knowledgeable. Send me your area code. Okay, Deed says 50 Cent said this is his last tour, and he will be focusing only on movies and TV shows after the tour. Okay, well, salute to him. Salute to 50, you know. We've always been cool. I mean, he never cut me a check, but, you know, we're cool. If Ricky Rose gives me a bucket of chicken, I'm giving him this goddamn confidential settlement agreement. and I'll take his side against 50. I'm a snake nigga like that, but thank you, Deeds. Sleepy Creepy, got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Russell, I got your donation. Where are you, sir? Let's get to the bullshit. Hold on a second. Russell, 252. Hey, man, thank you for your support. Where do you want to start, sir? Russell, area code 252.
Got a lot of topics on the table. First one I want to start with is the hatred towards LeBron James, the GOAT.
Let's go.
Yeah, I had to come to a realization. I'm an older person myself, 43. I love Michael Jordan, but once I've done the research on LeBron's the GOAT. I mean, he came in at 18 as a star, not coming off the bench, not a role player. And people wait until his 20th year when he's getting swept to sort of kick him while he's down, which we should do. But there's other players who don't receive the smoke. Like Shaq, he got swept in 1994 by the Pacers, went to the finals the next year, got swept by Houston. He doesn't lead in any all-time stats for his position, but he's hailed as the most dominant player of all time. I don't get the hatred to LeBron and how in this era of basketball, the way the game's played now, LeBron James is the GOAT. You can take the greatest players you've ever had a poster up on your wall. LeBron has outscored them in points.
Okay. Can I jump in, sir? I appreciate your call and your donation. I'm giving LeBron his props. I'm not hating on him. I'm trying to be objective, but I want to see him do a farewell tour next year. I think he deserves that. In fact, I know he deserves that. Now, with regards to, let's say Shaquille O'Neal, never mind Michael Jordan. Shaquille O'Neal, he may not have led in certain categories, as you just said, but you see, Shaq stopped a lot of people from achieving certain things around him. And Shaq would slap the shit out of niggas. Yes, he did slap. And in fact, Shaq, throughout high school and college, was known for smacking niggas. People don't know that for the most part because there was no social media then. But they had to talk to him, work with him, calm him down. He's a Newark, New Jersey nigga. He was very aggressive. Do you know that, Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah, Shaq's very aggressive, but
no, he was. And Michael Jordan was very careful how he dealt with Shaq when Shaq was on the Orlando Magic. Go ahead.
Yeah, Shaq. Everyone knows Shaq history. Shaq's a real guy, like I say, he's from Newark, New Jersey. But Shaq didn't stop Tim Duncan from getting 4 championships.
Go ahead.
And I just think that LeBron, in this era and the way the basketball game is being played, he is the GOAT. 20 years in the league, all-time leading scorer.
Okay.
I know you had a bunch of topics on the table. I wanted to see if I could get a piece of that color purple one as well.
Oh, man. Okay, hang on a second because I'm in no rush. So the color purple, they're doing a remake. Oprah is behind this. Her and Steven Spielberg, they're producers. Steven Spielberg is not directing this one. And I don't know for certain, but I don't think he wanted to turn Oprah down. They know each other, you know. I'm sure they've got highfalutin business together. But I think it's blasphemy. The Color Purple was not just a classic film, but a monumental film in history making. And I have a problem with Oprah trying to redo it, even if it's going to be a musical remake. That's my feelings. What say you?
I totally agree. I think that Color Purple should be left alone. And if they were going to remake it, I think they should have got unknown actors and actresses versus these known singers and actresses to sort of get some of that fresh actors' blood on the screen. Mm-hmm. I just think they're not going. The remakes don't do well. Remakes don't do well at all.
Right.
This has just been a common theme on social media about leaving the classic stuff alone and stop remaking it. I don't know what Oprah's trying to do with this. I don't know if there's some kind of agenda. Are they going to add like the LGBT component to it?
Of course.
It's just, and then like I said, they had its classic actors, the Danny Glovers, And I caught some heat with my family because I tell them all the time I think Danny Glover was misportrayed in the original Color Purple because, yes, he was toxic, but Danny Glover took his life savings from the floorboard of the house and got them kids back from Africa.
Facts.
Nobody gives him credit for that.
Facts. Yeah.
And those kids wasn't even his.
Yeah.
That's just on the light side. I think they're gonna that Color Purple thing is gonna flop, and I think they sort of know it. That's why they're trying to hype it up so early. If it's to come out for Christmas,
right?
Christmas is really not a time when people go to the movies. Most people are going to be at home with their family. Nobody's packing up.
Sir, Christmas, by way of research, is actually a great day to release movies. I've been doing marketing and promotion at WIA, Warner Electric Atlantic, for a decade before I ever got to radio. It's the perfect day to release a film. But I just don't think that now in 2023, today's entrepreneurs, black entrepreneurs, they don't want to see that type of old throwback Jim Crow bullshit. But go ahead.
Yeah, I think they should leave that one alone. It was a classic. It's a moment in film history that should be left alone. There's a lot of black, well, quote unquote, well, I'll say this is just a great film, but they should be left alone. That's just sort of like a consensus amongst older people that grew up in that era to leave a lot of those classics alone and just let them rest. Mm-hmm. I don't know what Oprah's deal is, and then like the whole agenda. Will Whoopi? I know you talked about it. Is Whoopi going to be invited?
Yeah.
Is she even going to have any? That's the whole thing there.
Sir, let me just say this. I'm so offended by them. Even though this is going to be a musical remake, I'm so offended. I asked the question, would they ever redo Schindler's List? Would they redo that?
I think.
Did you see?
I think it would be done if it.
Sir,
I think it would be done if there was.
Did you see Schindler's List? Did you see it?
Have I ever seen Schindler's List?
The movie.
Maybe bits and pieces.
No, sir. Sir. If you didn't see it in its entirety, just say I didn't see it. And
didn't see it all the way through.
Okay, and the answer is no. They would not redo that film. That people would be fired. You would be ran out of Hollywood. Certain films have a cultural impact and a legacy. And that's how, in my opinion, The Color Purple, even though it was very hateful towards black men, it shouldn't be redone. But go ahead and finish up. You have the last word. Go ahead.
If I can get 15 seconds, last topic, Rose and DJ Envy.
Please.
I think DJ Envy has, I think Rose may have went a little too far bringing in his girlfriend or wife or whatever he means by that.
Stop.
Because it could have been just between those two, but I think DJ Envy opened the doors for this when his wife went on that tour last year, talking about how she hadn't climaxed in a decade and all that. I think she sort of, DJ Envy's actually been emasculated, and to me personally, he's on the verge of becoming the next Will Smith and spaz out because he's just he's so emasculated that he's almost like held in hostage in the situation that he's in. He can't really leave his wife. They've been together 20 years, 5, 6 children. She divorces him. She's going to take everything. He's not a Jeff Bezos where that money's going to bounce back. He'll do pretty well, but she's going to take a lot when she goes. Yeah. And I think he knows that. I think she's told him that. That's why she went on this girls trip for a month, which was a big thing on social media.
I didn't know that. I know that.
She went on a girls trip for like a month, and he was on the radio talking about how he was doing all the activities with the children, taking them to school and things like that. Okay. And then that issue, I think I heard on your show back in maybe 2014, 2015, where he was in the car in the garage. And,
Stop.
Yes,
he tried to kill himself.
He was in the car with the car turned on in the garage. The police had to come get him. I think they probably held him for 48 hours or so.
Hold on. DJ Envy. DJ, you out there. DJ Envy tried to commit suicide. Yeah.
I don't know if it was that, but he was like in his car. I think that was when it would first happen.
In the garage.
Threatened to leave.
Yeah, tried to left a car running.
Yeah. So he's opened himself.
2013, sir. Hang on a second. Stay with me. I forgot about this. 2013. Yeah, he tried to check out. Well, sir, I appreciate the call, but let me just say this. You know, when it's up, or as we used to say back in the days, when it's on, it's on. Everybody gets it, sir. The wife, the kids, grandmother, you know. Everybody gets it. So you see what happened to Honeycomb Brazy's grandparents. I mean, I don't condone no type of shit like that, but you see Honeycomb Brazy, right? Yeah. Shot the house up, oxygen tanks. You know, when it's on, my nigga. For real. Okay?
Rest in peace to his grandparents.
Yes,
man. They didn't deserve
absolutely. Gotta go, sir. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Okay, folks, we're doing too much. What year was that he tried to take his life? He tried to check out. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, he's in the garage. Yeah, March of 2013. She ain't leaving him. Probably putting the strap on and buck break that nigga. You know? Oh, yeah. Okay, here you go. Hold on. I got to put this right in the live chat. Oh, video unavailable. Oh, hold on a second. Somebody get this to Ricky Rose. Folks, if I get a letter from iHeartMedia, this video will come down. Charlamagne sent me 2 cease and desist, threatening to sue me over that Jessica Rita story. She came with documents. I'm with the bullshit this afternoon. Where are you people? Where are you? Niggas tagging me on Instagram. Yo, they talking about you. Okay. Florida Boy Jay said niggas capping. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Guys on the screen, please check out one of my sponsors, www.easybladeshavingproducts.com. And if you are a sponsor or you want to be a sponsor, reach out via email. We send out analytics. So that you can see exactly what's going on behind the scenes. And let me just say this to some of you who you are sponsors, make sure that you look at the attached PDF file. Don't just look at the amount of subscribers and then, you want to be down. See this? Growth and retention. This is important. Growth and retention. You have to know what you're getting involved in. Just want to say that. Wait, I think I have my Puerto Rican correspondent. Alkaline City, my nigga, was cracking, was popping, was shaking. Alkaline City.
What's going on, Star? This is your boy, the Mad Rican, a.k.a. Alkaline City, the official correspondent of Star Report. You already know.
I'm all that A. How you feel, Pop? What's cracking? Let's get to it.
I'm all that A. You already know. Can I touch on that the Lomachenko and Devin Haney real quick?
Yeah, let's go. Come on. He lost. Lomachenko.
Yeah, because officially Devin Haney wasn't supposed to fight Loma. He was supposed to fight Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? But ever since, because Teofimo, everybody knows, when he fought Kambosos, he got robbed. Mm-hmm. He got robbed of that decision. Because I replayed that fight with Teofimo and Kambosos 100 million times. He got robbed. He knew it. That's what threw Teofimo off. That's why he went in a lost transition for the past 2 years, trying to find himself and regain himself. So Devin Haney was officially supposed to fight Teofimo. So now Yeah, the first 1 through 6 was Devin Haney. 7 was Split. 8 through 10 was Loma. 11 through 12 was a split. You know what I'm saying? So in the scorecards officially, Devin Haney got it. So yeah, he got what was rightfully his, but now he got to face Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hang on a second, Alkaline City. Hold on, before we go in that direction. Lomachenko, 35 years of age.
Teofimo beat him up.
Yes, but hold on. Many people thought he was the truth. People were saying he was better than Ali, Mayweather. He took 2 hard L's, 2 losses, as you just named one. He did go to war for his country in the Ukraine. That's commendable. But he didn't knock down the champ, at least one time. And in the world of boxing, it's an unwritten rule, but you got to get the champ in trouble. You're just not going to outpoint him and take the belts, right? Come on.
He's what you call to the original fighters, the sparrer of the you know what I'm saying, boxing community. He's more a sparring fighter. He's not a title holder. That's not the type of person he is. Teofimo proved that. Teofimo whipped him, beat him. It was supposed to have been Teofimo versus Devin Haney. You understand? Devin Haney officially won run through.
Hang on. I hear what you're saying, but you're not answering my question. You're not answering my question. He didn't drop the champ. You got to at least drop him. For the judges to say, okay, you know what? You got this. For the judges, they're not just going to give you the goddamn belts. Come on.
No. Because he won 8 through 10. That's what? 8, 9, 10. Yeah. That's only 3 rounds.
Right.
He needed 11 through 12. He needed 11 through 12 what was a split. But he needed really to just, end Devin Haney, just destroy him, put him down, him not coming back up, staying down. He needed to do that to get that win. Yeah. But he couldn't accomplish that.
Couldn't do it.
He couldn't accomplish that. That would have brought him back. Then they would have put Lomachenko again versus Teofimo on Teofimo's comeback because Teofimo's next fight is next month.
Okay.
He's going to show next.
Listen, I hate to cut you short, man, but I don't want to go backwards and talk about the boxing. That was this past Saturday. Today it's Tuesday. You want to talk about LeBron James, DJ Envy, or the migrants and the Latin, I forget what it is, Latin heritage something, $7 million. They're coming into Atlanta, or the National Museum for Latin America. Anything in there you want to chime in on?
Okay. All right, there's 2 things. I don't mind chiming on the Rick Ross DJ Envy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's a sticky situation.
Gotcha.
Everybody thinks, you know what I'm saying? It's not real. It's not real. I can tell you why it is real.
Come on.
When DJ Envy took shots at Rick Ross's granddaughter, that's when all gloves is off.
Okay.
That's when all gloves is off.
I didn't catch that.
My granddaughter.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, that's what he said. He told Rick Ross, he said, oh, so yeah, now you just had a granddaughter, right? Oh, so now you're a grandfather, so now you should get these grandfather checks or something like that. You know what I mean? But the fact that he said, oh, now you just had a granddaughter. So now you just mentioned his, so-called newborn or a few months old or,
right.
His new granddaughter, basically, You can't do that to a person. You talk about my kids, you talk about my wife, you talk about my family, it's a wrap. But you talk about my grandkids, I don't got grandkids, but if I ever do, talk about my grandkids.
It's up. It's up,
I'm not
nigga.
not gonna put hands on you.
Yeah.
I'm not. There's consequences to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Envy, he yapped his mouth into a really sticky situation.
Okay.
However it goes, you know what? If somebody ends up in the casket, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This is the hood. You don't say certain things. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch your mouth. If you're a grown...
If I can jump in right there. Now, here I am from the beautiful suburbs of New Jersey. Moved into New York. And I adapted the hood ways, and a lot of times these people think, oh, you came from a beautiful place. Yeah, but in the hood, you had to fight dirty. There was no dirtier fighter than myself in the goddamn hood. And it's like now, people don't even want to take it there. Everything is just, you say something on the internet, yo, I'm sorry. It's different. So I'm really confused.
You took it there.
I'm confused. Go ahead.
Yeah, Envy didn't apologize. Envy took it there.
Right.
He's saying whatever. He's saying this about your granddaughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This about you being a grandfather.
I never apologized either.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
For me, it's like this. You know what I'm saying? There's certain boundaries you don't cross.
Right.
You know, if in reality, I'm a grown man. You know, if I'm the type of person, if I see there's an altercation about to, transpire, I'm gonna walk in the opposite direction.
Gotcha.
You know,
gotcha.
I'm not a man about altercations. But if it's gonna pop up, it's gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that has to be something. It's not gonna be over the phone. It's not gonna be through internet. It's not gonna be me and you. You know, on the Star Report online. You know, when it's gonna happen, it's gonna be face to face. But you know, certain things, you know, I might let slide. But certain things, I might not let slide. You know what I'm saying? There's boundaries.
Alkaline City, I want to ask you one thing before you go. Now,
yes, sir.
Foundational Black Americans, FBA, they're kicking up a lot of dust. And I asked a question. Hang on. I asked a question a couple of days ago. Do they have a plan of action? If you can help me find anywhere a plan of action or a 5-point plan, I cannot find one. I'm not trying to take shots or be disrespectful. I am ADOS, American descendant of slavery. I've traced my lineage. But can you help me find, if there is one, a plan of action for reparations for foundational Black Americans? Can you help me do a little research on that?
Well, it's like this. You know what I'm saying? The reparations are going to happen. You know, this is not something that's not going to happen. Janet Yellen said on June 1st. You know what I mean?
Who said what? Who?
It's going to be.
Who?
It's going to be in a litigation deficit. It's going to be completely dismantled by default. You know, and this is
hang on, stop, go back. Who said what? I missed that. Who said what?
Janet Yellen.
Okay.
Janet Yellen said on June 1st.
Okay, but listen. Never mind that. I'm asking you because I may have to switch sides and start riding with the Hispanics. Hispanics are going to get some type of reparations. So I'm asking. Let's talk behind the scenes. Does FBA have a plan of action?
Let me say one thing to the start too. Also reparations, because you got people that are claiming that they Aboriginal, and then you got people that are going to be claiming African American.
Right.
So when they do put regulation on this reparation, it's going to be to people who are subjective to the African American narrative. You know, so if you claim an Aboriginal or the descendant of the American Native Indian, you know, the original tribes of the Americas, you know, the North and the South Americas, you know, that's not going to fall in transition to the reparations regulations of being an African American.
Okay, I got to stop you. Let's talk behind the scenes. Alkaline City, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay,
have a good one.
That's my guy. He can talk. Woo! He can talk. And folks, we're talking this afternoon. How long have I? Okay, we're over the 2 hour and 15-minute mark. I feel like talking. Star is a switching ass nigga. That's a whole fact. Listen, if you don't got your shit together, foundational Black Americans, I'm gonna start coming for you niggas. Is there a plan of action? Where's my nigga Crown from D.C.? My ex-girlfriend, Gangster Boo, has been texting me because she knows I'm moving back to New Jersey. Hang on a second. Hold on a second. I got to respond. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. This is cute. She says, if you try and leave Georgia without saying goodbye, I'm going to have your Bentley shot up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Whew. Troll God, I see you. Thanks for your donation. Troll God tapping in. You see, as long as you send it a donation, you running back to New York at 60. You're washed. Actually, I'm going back to New Jersey to sell a piece of property in Stone Harbor. You Google Stone Harbor, bitch nigga. Beachfront property. And then after I sell that, I'm going to really try to head out to Seattle. Hold on a second. I'm live. Dre at Grave Shift, the director for the new Color Purple, was a Cajun rapper? Oh, stop. Are you serious? Dre at Grave Shift. Can you send me an email, please? Was a rapper? Blitz the ambassador? You're trolling. Area code 334. Turned up on the bullshit. DJ Envy versus Rick Ross. Are you up to speed? 334.
What's going on, Star? This is Terrence. I sent in two donations earlier. Actually, I wanted to comment on LeBron.
Hey, man, I appreciate your support. Let me just say that, man, so I don't forget. I appreciate
Yes, sir.
it. Thank you. Where do you want to start, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I watch your show. I watch your show daily, man.
Thank you, man.
As far as LeBron goes, in my opinion, I think he is the GOAT. And I've seen Jordan. I'm 41 years old. I've seen both players play. I just think LeBron is better. As far as Kobe goes, LeBron and Kobe matched up against each other 22 times, and LeBron is 16-6 against Kobe. And LeBron has a better three-point shooting against, versus both guys. And my last name and Florida Boy J, we have like the last name, so he's like my distant cousin. But I disagree with him. I just think LeBron lived up to the hype. And Jordan, people forget, like we act like Michael Jordan didn't play 2 years for the Wizards. And people act like he's definitely probably the worst owner in sports history. I mean, his track record as an owner is just horrible.
Okay.
But yeah, that's just my opinion that LeBron is the GOAT.
I have a theory. Can you entertain me for a second? I have a theory.
Yes, sir.
Michael Jordan was such a pioneer, such a truly gifted athlete, and he wasn't expected to be all that coming out of college. For those who don't know his true history, his game developed, and then he became this killing machine.
Right.
He became this killing machine. Do you think that he intimidated more people, and they were scared of him because they were scared of Jordan on the court? And do you think that intimidation factor played a part in people, allowing him to do what it is that he did, not taking anything from him, but that intimidating factor sometimes can be a mind job. Mike Tyson, for instance, Mike Tyson, you used to punish people in the early days, in the 80s, so much to the point where, mid to late 80s, people were scared to fight him. Michael Spinks was scared of Mike Tyson and went down in the first round and said, I don't want no more of this. Do you think that intimidating factor with Jordan played a part and neutralized opponents?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not taking anything away from Jordan. He was definitely a killer on the court.
Yeah.
But he was calculated, too, because he was friends with a lot of guys. He was friends with Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley. So he was kind of, hanging out with people and stuff, too. But he definitely had that edge on people from a competitive standpoint. But I will say this. When we bring up Jordan, he's 6-0 in the finals, even though he was getting that business served to him before Pippen got there. But Pippen has to get a lot more credit than people are giving him, man. Like, he is like one of the top 5 perimeter defenders in on the defensive side in NBA history. Like, he really, took on those one-on-one challenges that freed up Jordan and gave him that opportunity to go out there and score. Because when the Bulls won their first championship against the Lakers, the first game they lost, and Magic was given that work to Jordan. So Phil Jackson put Scottie on Magic, and that really turned that series around. So Scottie's got to get a lot more credit than people are giving him. Now, I lost a lot.
Hang on a second, sir. Can I respond to that? Can I respond to that? You sound like you know basketball. You're more knowledgeable than I am. Michael Jordan helped Scottie Pippen find his heart, his balls in a sense. What was the guy? What was the guy's name who smacked fire out of Pippen in the locker room? I think his rookie year. What was that guy's name? He played with the Knicks. He smacked fire out of Pippen.
Oh, was it Charles Oakley?
Oakley. Yeah. Smack fire out of that nigga.
Yeah, I mean,
hang on, sir. Hang on. Smack fire out that nigga. Jordan had to help him, get his spine together. Without Jordan, Pippen would not have become who he was. So let's not get that fucked up. I had to throw that in there because, getting smacked, can be a beautiful thing sometimes. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they definitely complimented, both of their games. They definitely complimented each other. And, and then, Phil Jackson, he's a great coach, but Tex Winter was really like the architect of that whole triangle offense. So
you're going
I'm
too
just
far
saying,
back.
Jordan also played with Hall of Famers. He had Rodman. Ron Harper was a great defender. So Jordan wasn't just out there alone. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate the call.
But, I appreciate it, Star.
Thank you.
Enjoyed the show. Hey, Star, can I say one last thing?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, this is, just throwing this out there. This is a theory that I've heard. But as far as Jamie Foxx goes and him, quote unquote, being sick, some people are saying that it's allegedly that he's not really sick, but it's more so he's kind of caught up in that whole thing with Praz and Leonardo DiCaprio, and I'll land my plane there.
I know nothing about that, sir, but Mike Tyson recently said Jamie Foxx is not doing well. I have no proof, sir, but he may have got himself a good piece of pussy and some fentanyl. I have no proof.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, hey, Martin.
So I gotta go. I gotta go.
Martin's
So I gotta go. Let me land my plane there. Old niggas started doing too much today. Troll babies. I have no proof. It's total bullshit. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's not true. Does he have the monster? Does he have the monster? Did the nigga get himself a good piece of pussy and some fentanyl down here in the A, huh? HIV is running rampant down here. These niggas coming down here from up north and out the Midwest, smashing these bitches raw. Justin, I got your donation. He says, yeah, I remember Florida Boy J talking that goofy shit about Kareem was a bum. Newt 8282, Florida Boy J. What is this? Okay, that's a hard shot of Florida Boy J. I don't want to read that, but catch him on YouTube, Florida Boy J. That's my nigga, man. For real, for real. Ooh, okay. Newt says Deeds throws a great no-look pass. Are you guys sending Deeds donations? Come on now. She lets you talk crazy. Deeds, put your Cash App in that live chat. Let these people show you some goddamn respect. Deeds told me to keep the show going today. Send Deeds a token of your appreciation. Okay, salute to Alkaline City. King Walker got your donation. Salute, salute, salute. Blade says, I thought you didn't care about this beef. Blade, I'm Clout Daddy, King Crab, purveyor of lower frequencies. If I can benefit, then I'll give it my attention. Blade, I've got DJ Envy's settlement paperwork. What should I do with it, Blade? If Rick Ross doesn't reach out to me, I'm just going to hold this for my my documentary. 11 pages. Over the years, people have been lying. Ooh, millions! He got $500,000 after taxes from Clear Channel, which is now iHeart. And I've got an order from a judge who says, I can show this to whoever. Ordered. The court does not have jurisdiction over this settlement agreement. This is when I sued them for the rest of the $2.4 million on the $17 million. They gave me most of the money. And then the money vanished. I don't know what happened to it. But I'm saving that for my documentary. Blade, what should I do with that paperwork, Blade? Two people. Let me not include anybody. I thought about two platforms, and I said, nah, just chill, nigga, chill. Guys, on the screen, youtube.com/Jerseys Concrete. That's another one of my sponsors. In the community section, check out their page. Crazy interviews. They got some white chick who was banging her head on the fucking pole. Oh my God. That page is crazy. That YouTube page is crazy. Jersey's Concrete. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on a second. Hi, Benita. Is that really your name? Benita Applebum, you gotta put me on. Blade says, nigga, you never apologized in public. No. Blade, I would rather take two in the back of the head than to apologize to any nigga I've ever said anything about on a microphone. I've apologized to females. Females, they're sensitive, I've apologized to 3 females that I've worked with. Hey, you okay? You all right? Just pardon me. I'm stupid. But never to a bitch nigga. If I said fuck you once upon a time, I said it. I stand on it. Eat a dick. What is this? Somebody threatened some Jews? Oh, okay. Blade, you're talking about the JDL, the Jewish Defense League. No, I never apologized to them. No, I was talking, for those who don't know, and I'm not going to repeat this stuff now because society is different. In 2000 and 2001, Star used to go 10 toes down on different cultures. You know the cultures, Blade. My mother, old Italian hater that She's the one that taught me about certain cultures being exiled out of Europe long before the Holocaust. And I was talking about that on Hot 97. That's when they started coming for me, Blade. And it was in the... You know what? I'm not going to point to the exact date and time, but let me just say this. They were gearing up for me. And the Twin Towers went down. And nobody cared about what I had said after that. Their focus was on the World Trade Center that went down. But thank you for your donation, Blade, as always. Okay, Andre, what's going on, man? Is this you? Andre, it's one of my sponsors. Hey, Andre, thank you for your donation. Andre Studio. You know, a couple of people say that Jamie Foxx may have been poisoned, you know. I have no proof, no knowledge. Did Deeds... I'm sorry. Okay, Deeds, I see you in the live chat. Did Jamie Foxx have a mild stroke? He's in his 50s, man, you know. We had a weird interview. I don't dislike Jamie Foxx, but the interview was weird. You know, he couldn't get out of character, and shit got so weird. I asked him about LL Cool J punching him in his face and knocking him out, and then he got serious then. Area code 770. Good afternoon. This is the Star Report. Are you there? Star,
what's going on? How are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Hey, Star. If you want to get that paperwork in Ricky Ross' hand, you know what I'm saying? You could take it right down to the T, exclusive game on Piedmont.
Yeah, the Wingstop, yes? The Wingstop.
Nah, exclusive game on Piedmont.
What is that? What is that? I'm not speaking.
It's a boutique. It's a clothing store. He's always there.
Can you email me the address?
I got you. If you really want to get it in his hands, you know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, it's not. No, I'm not stressing anything, so I can use this paperwork for my documentary. I mean, maybe he doesn't want the real information. Maybe he wants to go with the rumors, and that's fine. If I can get a bucket of chicken from the other Wingstop, that suits me more than a goddamn clothing store. But he would have to reach out to me. I'm not going to reach out to him. No disrespect, you know what I'm saying? If he reaches out to me or somebody says, "Hey, Rick Ross, Star said he'll meet you at the Wingstop," I'll drive down there by myself, get a fucking bucket of chicken, a couple of sides.
Well, I'm just saying, I could be a liaison. I could be a liaison where that's concerned.
Well, hang on. Do you work with Rick Ross?
No, but he's always at the store. You know, it's a clothing store there. It's exclusive game. You know what I'm saying? I live right down the street from there, so.
Well, sir, are you a rat? Who am I talking to? Are you a snitch? What are you? You're calling me as opposed to emailing me. You're calling me. You trying to set me up? Sir, I open carry. I keep 90 rounds. I will shoot you in your fucking neck. Sir, you trying to line me up? I'll shoot you in your fucking neck.
Nah, I told you I'm gonna email you. What?
Okay, email me. Email me. Yeah. You can check the public record, sir. I shoot niggers fast. I'm no tough guy, but I'll shoot.
Look, I know.
I'll shoot you fast. Okay.
I've been on the line for a long.
Send an email, sir. Doing a whole lot of goddamn giggling. I'm no tough guy, goddamn, but I let it rip. Guys, on the screen, paperworkparty.org. Check them out. Tell them I sent you, okay? Area code 201. Good afternoon. The show has gone off the rails. Are you there? 201.
Peace, Star. Rob Lowe 2000.
Rob Lowe. Good to hear from you, man. Salute. What's cracking?
That was whole facts you just said right there. She gotta die, but you gotta let her bleed out.
Yeah. And I'll go to the penitentiary gladly. I'll gladly go.
Yep.
Come on.
And don't run off. Sit there and talk to her. And
Right.
explain why.
Right.
Why you gotta go.
Right.
That's somebody's gotta learn. Somebody gotta learn.
Yeah.
But really quick, a lot of these guys up here talking about Michael Jordan and LeBron. I'm sorry, there's no comparison. I didn't like Kobe Bryant, but Kobe Bryant is better than LeBron. They're all great, but you have to explain their greatness in succession. Okay. Michael Jordan is first, Kobe Bryant is second, and LeBron is right there behind Kobe. Okay. A close third, But see, what made Michael Jordan was what he was able to do in the clutch. He made
facts,
things that were amazing look like it was regular.
Right.
Like that last shot taken by him. And don't get me wrong, he missed a shot or two at the buzzer and they lost the game. But there were so many times that he made it and that he won. And he didn't make Pippen and the rest of them better players. He made them more competitive. A lot of these guys, Pippen, B.J. Armstrong, Steve Kerr, even Bill Cartwright with his old ass, and Horace Grant, these guys were not competitive because they thought in the back of their heads that they were not going to win.
Right.
At a certain point, Michael Jordan wanted to win beyond the personal accolades of becoming MVP and the scoring leader and all of that. He wanted a championship ring. And yes, I heard another caller mention the coach. Yes, if you don't have a good coach, you're not going to win.
Right.
So everybody thinking LeBron could carry and make a team and do all of this 2020 nonsense new now where he can make his own team, you're not going to do any of that without a coach. It doesn't matter what LeBron does. Yeah, they won a couple games. He won some championships, but if you ask me, some of them championships was asterisks and by default and all that other nonsense. They were not hard felt wins.
Good point.
Like when Jordan beat the players that he beat.
If I can jump if I can jump in, Rob Lowe, and Jordan played against, greatness during his time, his prime, and John Sally is such a Michael Jordan hater. And he hates Michael Jordan because he realizes in his heart of hearts, Michael Jordan was that nigga for real, for real. Didn't John Sally play on the Bulls and get a ring with or did he not get a ring? He played on the Bulls, right? John Sally. Was that the year that Jordan was playing basketball?
If I remember correctly, wasn't he a Piston?
No, he was. But Florida Boy J, somebody, I could have swore he went to the Bulls, but
you gotta. I don't want to spit no lies. You gotta fact check that, but
he may have.
The thing about
hang on, he may have went to the Bulls when Jordan retired for that year and played base. I don't know, but anyway, the point is, he hates Jordan. John Sally. He came on my show in 2001, and I'm looking at this guy like, dude, you are a fucking hater. A player hater.
Well, see, what the thing is that if you're not Larry Bird or Magic Johnson or Isaiah Thomas and a few others that I could go down the line and mention, so you had great role players also that are legends in their
Okay,
own.
hang on a second. I hate to cut you short. Hang on. I hate to,
Go ahead.
Florida Boy Jay said John Sally was on the Bulls when they won. The caller is on fentanyl. Florida Boy Jay said that.
Look. All right, he young, so I'm gonna let him rock with that comment. But yeah, okay. But the point is that Michael Jordan, you don't remember too many. Like, ain't nobody talking about no Clyde Drexler. Nobody talking about Gerald Wilkins. All of those people get overshadowed because time has swept them under the rug because Michael Jordan stood out. I mean, most of the players that you remember from that era are the ones who had sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So, but look, that's like seeing Michael Jackson when he was alive. Like, there's people alive now that'll say Justin Timberlake is better than Michael Jackson. Yeah, that's because you did not live during that era. You know, there were other great musicians besides Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson towered over them. But what I really wanted to talk about was this DJ Envy and
Rick Ross.
And Ross.
Please, let's go.
Don't get involved in it. Don't get involved in that. That information that you got, it'll hit. It's going to hit hard, but it'll hit that much harder when you bring out what you're doing. That's either a gag or even if it's serious, and they're talking about pulling out guns, those are two clown ass. Period. Those are two clown ass. Neither one of them can be taken seriously. Neither one of them. The thing with DJ Envy is that DJ Envy has a dilemma because he wants to be taken seriously, and he wants his family to be taken seriously. But you cannot take them seriously because of him. He's the reason why you can't take them seriously. His wife is only in the spotlight because of him. So it's all it is where he doesn't get respect. His wife doesn't get respect. They're talking about his wife. His wife talking about she went on a vacation for a month. Him talking about or acting like he's all right with that is all because of him. If your wife takes a month vacation without you,
yeah,
that's not your wife.
That's a fact.
That's how it looked.
That's a fact. Yeah.
How it looked.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be mentioning that. It shouldn't even come up. You shouldn't. Yeah, nobody.
Bitch, if I can't find you within 48 hours, I'm stomping your ears together. Within 48 hours, bitch.
Right. So what is it that you got to do for a month? Some vacations, if you go on for a week.
I'm not insecure, bitch. You got chores to do around this motherfucker here. You got chores, bitch.
Yeah, like your children. See, the most important thing that you said, beyond the other important things that you said, is, yo, you got children.
Yeah.
So y'all taking breaks? What are y'all doing? You don't want to let her go because you know that child support is different? Right. Like, yeah, it's all nonsense, man. Don't send him that paperwork. He's a clown. Rick Ross is a clown. None of that nonsense can be taken.
I appreciate you, Rob Lowe, for your continued support. But if he reaches out, I might go get a bucket of them wings, man, and you know.
Yo, listen, I feel you because you in a predicament. You in a predicament where they called your name. You know what I'm saying?
No, Rob Lowe, Rob. Nobody called my name. Nobody called my name. The urban audience makes up shit. They don't read, and they're not unified. Nobody called my name. I got niggas email, yo, Big Star, they said your name. I go to the video, nobody says my name. So I'm just adding to the bullshit. Nobody called my name.
I know, and the shit must continue. I got you.
Yeah, the trolling must continue. Yeah.
It's just a sad thing to just they're going back and forth and all this is over a car show and it's like it's got to be a gag because how could something like that become real? And then it's two, like I said, it's two clown ass niggas from the start, from the jump.
Okay.
Ain't neither one of them gonna bust a grape or do none of that. One is too small, the other one is too overweight and sickly.
All right.
Whatever.
Good to talk to you, Rob Lowe. Thank you, man. Salute. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Same here. Salute.
Folks, I just had an idea. And you guys can tag this person if you care to. If Rick Ross doesn't want the paperwork, maybe I should give it to someone else. I mean, I want to save it for my documentary. But, who knows how long I'm going to live. Troll babies, or let me ask some of you guys in my live chat, should I give the paperwork to Livingston Allen? Or is he too connected to Leonard McKelvey, a.k.a. Charlemagne? Livingston Allen, a.k.a. DJ Academics, he got me a check, man, for 17 racks a month. I mean, it covered my bar tab. That's my guy, man, you know. Any chat niggas in that live chat? Reach out to academics and say, hey, man, Star still fucks with you. I still fuck with you, Ac. If you want the paperwork, I wouldn't charge academics anything. But he might not want it. Yeah. You know? Trolls have to eat. Trolls have to eat. He's got the chat niggas. Ac is lit, man. He's still that nigga. Don't get it fucked up. Somebody says Star is shady as fuck. That's a whole fact. Well, why would I charge Ac? He already paid me. He gave me 17 racks a month for 4 months. Salute to academics. Salute to Nadeska and Wayno. What a great fucking guy Wayno is. Let me know if Ac wants the paperwork. If not, I'll keep it pushing. Guys, on the screen, check out Alpha Villains on YouTube. Great content. He does a morning show as well. Tell him I sent you. Hold on, guys. Let me go back to PayPal. Folks, at the top of the live chat is the PayPal information if you want to support the machine. Your donations are tax deductible. Eddie, I got your email. Yes, Eddie, I saw that. But nobody mentioned my name. I'm not tripping, but you know. If Ricky Rose wants the paperwork, tell him to holler at me. Maybe, you know. I'm up in Woodstock. How far is the Wingstop from me? Wingstop from me. Goddamn. Maybe I'll just pull up here and say, "Hey, I'm here for the goddamn for the special." Area code 770. Good afternoon. You there? 770.
Yes, sir. This is Max calling back. What's up?
What's up, man? What's cracking?
I'm chilling. Hey, all right. I emailed you, man. All right.
Oh,
I was telling you, it's a clothing store.
Okay, so stop with the information right here. You sent me an email?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm looking for your email right now.
Hater 1964.
I don't see it, sir.
The Hater 1964 at Yahoo.
Okay, hold on. Now, you went to my spam folder. Were you saying crazy shit in the past? Why'd you go to spam?
Nah, that's the first time I ever sent you an email.
Usually when somebody goes to my spam folder, they were trolling. And I just, you know.
Nah.
Sure? Nah. Okay.
Very sure.
Okay, I'm going to respond after the show. We'll talk, okay?
Yeah, but listen, I want to say something about this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You said enough, man.
You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl. I'm back up in the street, so I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more. Why you tripping, baby? You know you invited. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic. Told you nothing going down, but you ain't like it. I told you nothing going down when you excited. So if you want a song, go and get the money. Show me the money, get the money, let's go down, down. Break it up, when we make it all, break it up, break it up, break it up, then we make it all back, then we. space for me. I'm out here, girl. I'm back up in the street. So I don't really got time to fuss and fight. No